Hi guys, FrostFangs here, and welcome back once again to another Paladins video. Today, we're in OB69 PTS, where Khan is actually available to play and have a look at. And just in case you haven't seen him, I'm going to click on him, we're going to go through his abilities and his loadouts and stuff really quick, and then I'll hopefully jump into a game. It's PTS, so the queue time is going to take forever. Obviously, I'll cut that out, and I might not even be able to get a game, and if I'm here for like 10 minutes and I still don't get a match, I'll probably just show you him in the training mode if I'm not able to actually find a match. So this is Khan. You probably heard of him already. He was in the special game mode of the week, I guess it was, for a little while, where you could play on that special map. I can't even remember what it's called right now, but he had a little cinematic in there. And this is him. He's massive. He's a frontliner, just in case you didn't know already. He has a shield, he has a grab, he has a heal, and he has a weapon that's kind of similar to Torvald's, and especially how it used to be, except it acts a bit more like a pistol, and it has a bit of a knockback to it. One thing I've just noticed, though, is the fact that he doesn't have a second tagline like Barak the Master Mechanic. Khan is just Khan. Maybe there's a joke in there somewhere. He's also got like a falcon or something as his shoulder piece. He looks really cool. I think we can all agree on that. He looks absolutely fantastic. He has got a recolor, but for some reason when I click on it, I'm not able to actually show you it. He has got a separate weapon as well, which I do really like. Like, it looks like it's going to be really cool, but I don't even have the option to show you guys it, because when I click on it, it doesn't load anything. I have got a loadout, but I haven't played with him yet. This is just a loadout that I think will work kind of well. Just reducing the cooldowns of his abilities and giving extra health is in general a good thing to do when you're playing as a tanky character. These are all of his cards. If you wanted to go ahead and take a look at them before you get it into the live version, here they are. I would obviously recommend that you try the PTS for yourself. Just go ahead and Google Paladins PTS, and it's like the first link in Google if you want to try it for yourself. I don't think there's a way to do it on console though, so I apologize for those of you guys that have to play on console. Just realized I don't have all the legendary cards unlocked, so I'm going to have to go ahead and level him up all the way to like level 12 just to unlock those. There we go. So here we go. We'll go through his abilities first, then his legendary cards. That makes sense. So his basic attack, heavy repeater. It doesn't have a name or anything. Fire 188 damage shot every point, 25 seconds pretty much. You fire 4 shots a second realistically, or something kind of close to that. It looks cool, it sounds cool, it works pretty well. I did try him in the training ground, but I haven't actually played him in a game, so I do know what his stuff looks and sounds like. Bulwark is his right click. It's a shield. It's very similar to other characters in other video games that I'm not going to get into. Activating your gauntlet with Bulwark. It has 6,000 health, which is a hell of a lot of health for the shield. Again, this is what I mean with he's kind of similar to Torvald. His basic attack and his right click kind of is linked in some way, but it works in a bit of a different way with his basics and his right click. You're activating your gauntlet. It's a little tiny shield. It's not that big that it goes in front of you and it regenerates while inactive. There is also a card that makes it generate while it's active, which is kind of cool. You have your F. This is one of the most interesting ones to me. You dash forward. It says surge forward, but you just dash forward. You grab, you stun, and then you throw behind you, dealing 400 damage. Works really well. Actually kind of fun to use as a legendary card that obviously buffs that. Battle Shout is another one that's kind of interesting to me. It works very well as a frontliner. Let out a fearsome shout, briefly granting damage immunity to yourself, which is nice if you want to counter some stuff. Additionally, you heal yourself and your allies for 800 health. That's a pretty big health boost. That's gonna like turn around a fight if you're losing by like a tiny bit. You can buff your whole team, and obviously there's a card that makes that even stronger. The ult's another really interesting part that's different to any other Paladins character. I'll play a sound effect for you guys now. You're mine. Target your enemy and drag them towards you. There is a certain range limit to you have to be kind of close to them. I have no idea if this is actually able to be countered, but you may move your powerless victim as you see fit and send them flying with a mighty blast. Again, kind of similar to Torvald in the fact that it's mainly going to be used to throw people off the map, but it also deals a pretty good amount of damage. So your legendary cards, are trying to get through these quickly. Your shield recharges at 60% effectiveness while it's raised. Pretty simple, straightforward, nothing to explain there. Storm of Bullets is one that's kind of interesting, which I personally would recommend to people that are new with him because it makes him a little bit easier to play. Your weapon fires faster, has more rounds, but deals less damage. So when you miss shots, it's not going to be as punishing. And if you're trying to aim to be a bit of an aggressive tank, I guess this would be the best one to pick as well. Vortex Grip is one that seems really interesting, especially in scenarios where you're going to be CCing people very heavily. Makes your F stun for an additional 2 seconds. So you pick them up, you throw them, and they're stunned for 2 seconds. Downside to this one is it's countered with resilience. I think that's what it's called. So I don't know how strong this one really is. Firing Line is probably the strongest ones in my opinion because it can't really be countered. Leanne's Shield can be countered by Wrecker. Vortex Grip can be countered by CC reduction. Storm Bullets can't really be countered as much, but Firing Line completely can't be. And like I said before, CC immunity is probably the strongest thing you can grant somebody in Paladins, but not only does it give you 4 seconds of CC immunity and whoever you buff when you Q, it also gives them 20% increased damage, and there is no way to negate either of those two things. So that's the one I'm probably going to be going for today. And that's also why you saw in the loadout we have the cooldown of it reduced from 15 to 10 seconds. We have bonus health, because why the hell not? And the grab has also got its cooldown reduced by 2 seconds. Just a standard thing that I think will work kind of well. I guess we should queue for some Siege, considering he's probably going to be better off in a scenario where there's an objective. And if I queue for Deathmatch, I don't know if I'll get TDM or Onslaught. Then again, I actually don't think he'd be that bad for TDM. He'd probably work quite well. I feel like he can be a tank that won't necessarily need an objective to do well, considering you can, you know, buff damage, throw people off maps, dash and stun. I feel like he'd actually be not that bad in a normal game mode. So I tried queuing. It got to like 9 minutes and I kind of just decided to give up. It's 4 AM in Europe right now, which is where I'm recording this video. The PTS usually doesn't have enough players for me to find a game that isn't in NA where my ping is terrible most of the time anyway, let alone now that it's 4 AM, and also the fact that I'm trying to pick the new character when most people on PTS are also trying to pick a new character or new skins, and there's only a couple of new skins. So the chances of me actually showing him in a match are kind of low. I could do a training game, but realistically that's not really going to show you what he's like in a real match. So I guess shooting range this way I can probably talk through some stuff and also demonstrate what he's actually going to be like. There's no proper way to predict on PTS how they're going to be when they get into live, because I played characters in PTS in actual matches and been like, oh, this character is going to be great and he's going to be picked all the time, and then it gets into live and he's just completely destroyed. I guess we might as well pick Firing Line. Legendary card doesn't really matter all that much. I don't know why that's such a low resolution. It looks really blurry. So might as well pick this loadout. This is his weapon. I guess I should inspect it. It's kind of short. I was expecting it to be longer, and it also looks like it kind of should be a shotgun, but it isn't. The animation, on the other hand, is ridiculously fluid and is one of my favorite animations in all of Paladins right now. I really like the way this looks. Shots are also really, really fluid. There is a tiny bit of spread to it that I don't think you're able to see because of the reticle setup I'm using, but there is a tiny bit of spread, and there is no lead-up time. It is insta-hit just like most weapons in Paladins. The Q does put you into third person. I don't really know why it does this. I guess to show you the area of effect if you've got teammates around you, and it does give you a little thing around your screen. I think that might be just because the legendary card we're using, though. There's the F. You dash forward. You're not able to change your trajectory once you're in your dash, like it's a straight line. So if someone's running, you'll have to predict where they're going to go. So I think he will require a little bit of skill and getting used to. This is the ultimate. I might as well show you this now. Let's just pick up this Ying. Let's throw over there. Left click. Bang. And we actually managed to kill her because I don't think she's meant to be outside of here. It doesn't usually deal that much damage. I'll try and give you a better demonstration inside here. Let's pick up the Sky. There's no damage there. And then we'll throw her. That deals 500. If she impacts with somebody, it'll also deal 500. The only reason that Ying died is because she's not meant to be out here, and we managed to pull her in there. Here you go, Nando. What's up, my guy? Deals 10 a tick, and then eventually, if I don't click anything, he will just get auto-thrown, I think. Yeah, he does. You do seem to also get CC immunity in your ultimate, which is kind of nice. There aren't that many characters with CC immunity, and to grant a tank CC immunity is possibly a risky decision from hi-rez, but hey, he's got CC immunity in his Q when we do that for 4 seconds, and he's also got CC immunity whenever we use our E. That's kind of the max range there. Let's just launch him. The range on that is ridiculous. And the last thing, I guess, which I haven't shown you guys, is the shield. If I just tap right click, you don't have to hold it. He brings it up. It seemingly comes out of the front side of his hand. You can look around, which is kind of nice, like below you and around, not really to the sides, but up and down. You can look around a decent amount. If you hit third person, which is kind of what you want to do when you're playing Khan, I would recommend actually in general, probably just playing him in third person. It's going to be pretty easy. He takes up a decent amount of the screen, but this way you're going to have a better idea of where your teammates are, so your Q is going to be easier to use properly. Khan is one of the characters I'd actually maybe think about playing in third person more than first person. I obviously would need to get used to the firing and stuff because there is a little bit of kickback to it and I'm not used to third person at all. The damage drop off isn't that crazy, but the shield really benefits from being able to see. It isn't massive, as you can see. You can't dash with it, but I think third person is going to make your abilities much easier to use. Let me go ahead and show you the Q as well. We'll go ahead and buff this Nando, I guess, just to demonstrate the fact that it heals. There you go, healed him for 800. He gets CC immunity and some damage buff. But this is Khan. He's got a pretty slow walk animation. He doesn't feel like a very fast character. He has 4,000 health by default, and we're upping that to 4,600, giving him a nice 15% increase to his health. I'll show you the F as well, actually, on somebody. There you go. You pick him up, you throw him back. It's kind of just like a mini ult. We'll pick him up. Can we launch him up there? No, I want to see the max range on this. I want to see the max range on that ult. I'm going to go ahead and try on one of these Skies and see if she goes all the way to the back, because it looks like no matter where you are on the map, like if you're playing Jaguar Falls, it looks like you're going to pretty much 100% be able to throw somebody off the map. It is only one person, so it's a pretty specific ult. Obviously, you're going to want to pick up the tank with this and not the squishiest character. Let's just launch her, sure. It's not ridiculous. It does have drop to it. It's not like it's a straight line, but you are throwing them pretty damn far, if I do say so myself. So this is the fire rate by default. I'm going to also show you guys now the fire rate for the buffed card. He deals like 270 for a headshot and the standard 180 for a body shot. If I hit you and go ahead and pick, where is it? Storm of Bullets. We'll see what this is like. Same legendary card. That is a hell of a lot faster. That's more like an SMG than a pistol at that point. I feel like this is way stronger than I originally guessed. I didn't think that would be that good. That seems way better than I originally thought. Obviously, you also don't have to worry as much much about hitting every single shot, but that 40% fire rate increase is way more noticeable than I thought it would be. Like, I'm not speeding up the video or anything. That is literally how fast this weapon fires. That's pretty damn fast. And 135 is a hell of a lot. Obviously, you're going to have to deal with drop-off at a range, but you're a frontliner, so you're playing up close. And look at how freaking much damage you can do. You can kill a Cassie. You can kill Cassie in such a small amount of time. Like, if she jumps you, you just hold fire here. These are all body shots, and she's gone. That was half my mag. Just over half a mag to kill a Cassie with landing everything. So say you miss 12 of your shots on the Cassie, you've still pretty much killed her. And the reload isn't freaking long either. The reload is really fast. That's a pretty quick reload if I do say so. Let's just pick her up again. Let's just lob her that way. Bang. That is insane. I'm really looking forward to Khan. I'm excited to see what he's like in Paladins. Right now, I'd go to say he's on the stronger side for sure. I don't think Khan is going to be buffed. I don't think he's going to need to be buffed once he actually comes into live because he seems like a really, really strong character. I feel like he'll combo very, very well with certain teams, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's like. I've got an emote as well, which I might as well show you. That's cool. It's pretty standard. There's nothing too special there, but he's got such a cool design. How can you not like Khan, honestly? So there you go. This video has been kind of short for today, but I kind of just wanted to show off the new character in the PTS. I would have liked to actually play a game with him, but sadly I wasn't able to, considering the time zone and everything. By the time you watch this video, PTS might not even be up because he's probably going to be coming to live relatively soon, and obviously I'll play him once he is in live, and I'll talk about whatever changes he's had done to him. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I'd also love to hear what you'd change about him, if you could change something, if you think he's too strong, if you think he's not strong enough. I don't think there's going to be many people who think he isn't strong enough. He's got a really, really nice feature set, which I would go as far as to say is pretty much ideal for a frontliner. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you all very, very soon. And as always, I was trying to pick up the Cassie, then I'm not able to because I've got CC immunity. I was going to say stay frosty just as I throw a character. It's going to have to be the Ying. I'm sorry, Ying. And as always, Jesus Christ, stay frosty.